What up, Truth Gang? We're back with another one, and this is Truth here. And thank you guys for getting me to 20 subs. And I'm sorry that this what if came out a bit late. It wasn't my intention. So yeah, it was a bunch of free rides. That's why it was late. It was late. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let me not keep you waiting any longer. Let's get into this what if, shall we? Well, the story starts where we left it off. Goku being, literally forced to kill to erase an entire, to be part of a massacre of an entire planet. But this was just the tip of the iceberg, because throughout this the time skip we're about to have, he's been doing a lot of that, destroying, killing a lot of people, which really corrupted him. He's not an average Saiyan anymore. He's not like a normal Saiyan. He's like he's ill or something. Something is wrong with him. Reddit notices this. But throughout the entire missions, Goku has been getting a lot stronger, and his strength isn't the result of Zenkais. No. There's something more. Reddit always thinks to himself every single mission that they have, thinking that, is Goku getting sick with something? He doesn't know. He doesn't know at the moment. All he's happy, all that he has is that he's happy that his brother is with him and that they do missions together. Throughout the entire time skip, which will lead us up, this part will lead us to around the Cell Saga, where Gohan is actually old. Then the Saiyans have been growing in strength over the millions, and with Goku's training to keep their power suppressed, they keep Frieza hope. They give Frieza the hope that they're getting weaker, because they've been suppressing themselves immensely. And Goku can sense that Frieza is more powerful than he's letting on. So that's why they're not attacking him. And Goku in this, which we've seen sort of a lot, he can kind of tell when someone is suppressed and when someone is heavily suppressed. So Goku tells the others that Frieza is not just suppressed to the mere fact that his power is just being limited. No, he's been heavily suppressed. He might have a transformation or two or even three. Maybe this is just his base form, for all they know. They all ponder this, so they decide to get stronger, and now they're feeling strong enough. But before they can attack Frieza, they head off to a mission. In that mission, that planet was very powerful, but the Saiyans were able to take it over without them actually needing to use the power ball and become Uzaru. Then Frieza notices that these Saiyans have become immensely strong, so they need to be taken care of. He shows up to the planet. Instinctively, Goku knows that they are in trouble. He knows this, and Vegeta and Raditz kind of know this too. Nappa, with a hot-headed Nappa, sends a key blast towards Frieza's henchmen Zabon and Dodoria, which instantly disintegrates them both. Frieza, not wanting to deal with this, simply just does the same thing, sends a giant key sphere to the Saiyans, which only then Raditz quickly flies over and disperses all the attack. And Frieza notices that, these monkeys are actually strong. Interesting. As the Saiyans rush over to Frieza to try and kill him, Frieza transforms to his final form, skipping all the other forms. And we all know that this is bad news for the Saiyans. They now notice, they now know how strong Frieza actually is. But Goku still feels like Frieza is much more powerful than this. And Frieza, and when Goku asks Frieza does say, yes, I'm only using 3% of my power. Then with that revelation, Goku now knows that beating Frieza, they'll need a miracle. So they fly over. So they try to fight him, and Vegeta thinking quick uses the power ball technique, for the Saiyans to transform into Uzarus. And in doing that, they start beating down on Frieza, throwing him up like a rag doll. But then Frieza, getting tired of this, simply powers up and destroys the power ball. Then the Saiyans revert back to their base, and with that, Frieza thinks, okay, now I've had my fun. Now it's time to kill these monkeys. As now he starts to brutalize every single one of them there. And just as he's about to kill Vegeta, Goku comes in with a swift kick in his face. This sends him flying. He's not hurt, but it did cut him off guard, so he took some damage to a slight degree, but damage nonetheless. Then the Saiyans try to formulate a plan on how can they beat Frieza. They ponder the idea of the power ball again, but they soon realize that they need more than that. So Goku asks Vegeta to use the power ball, and Vegeta does use it again, and the Saiyans do transform once more. Whilst their powers are not as potent as they were, as they transform one more time, they all shoot mouth blasts to where Frieza landed, which Frieza happily replies with his own ki blast. And as the attacks clash, we have a huge explosion. Then Frieza quickly rushes over to the Saiyans. Whilst they can sense him, he knows that they'll need his speed is way over their limits, so he just quickly beats them all down whilst they still Rosaru. Then Goku feeling desperate at this point, feeling really, really desperate. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he did learn to control his Rosaru 4, so now he needs something more. He feels desperate. His brother is being beaten, his friends, like they're all being brutally slaughtered. Not slaughtered, but they're being decimated. Now, although there is still Ozaru, Frieza still has the upper hand. With that desperation, Goku drops, in a shock to everybody, he drops out of his Ozaru form. But his power didn't. In fact, his power is actually rising. And Goku, in that instance, cries out, and he becomes not the Super Saiyan. No. He enters the Ikari form. Well, the Berserker Ikari form, which is the one that increases in strength, not just the Ikari form, that the multiplier one. Yeah, not that one. The Berserker. The kind of bulky one. Yeah, he enters that form, and he quickly rushes at Frieza. As the fight continues, Frieza thinks maybe if he destroys the Power Ball, maybe then the Saiyan might will revert to normal. As the Power Ball gets destroyed, every other Saiyan reverts back to their base, but Goku is already in his base, and his power is already rising. And Frieza now, while Frieza is using more power, Goku quickly catches up and overtakes him, forcing Frieza to power up even more. And with that, when Frieza enters 100%, he actually pierces through Goku's defenses and strikes him, and the hole forms in his heart as he falls to the ground, seemingly dead. Raditz, enraged by this, rushes over trying to save his brother and is easily beaten away, along with Nappa and Vegeta. While they fare a little better in this fight, they're still being beaten down. So then Goku stands up, and Raditz stands up, and at the moment as Raditz tries to blast Frieza quickly rushes and grabs him with his tail and does the kind of beating down scene we see in Dragon Ball during the Frieza saga, where he actually chokes Vegeta with his tail and starts beating him. He does that, but then he's shot in the back by an attack which really caught him off guard. As he checks who it is, he's met by a swift kick from Goku, who seems a lot different now. His aura is gold, his hair is gold. What's happening? As Goku quickly rushes, he starts beating down on Frieza badly. And now Frieza starts to realize, what is he? What is this? And Nappa and Vegeta seem at awe with the sight of a Super Saiyan in front of them. As they continue to beat down on Frieza, Goku charges up a Kamehameha, which clashes with Frieza's rush attack, the one we see him use. And instead of Frieza able to escape this, it instantly engulfs him because he wasn't holding back. Goku wasn't holding back in this one. And knowing that the key attacks are also multipliers, this one is well over Frieza's power, so it instantly kills him. Then Goku, not dropping out of his base form, seemingly goes insane as his aura starts glowing a vivid red instead of gold, and his hair stays the same. As he looks at the others with an evil grin in his face, they know what's happened. At least Vegeta does. And Goku doesn't kill them. He just flies off, taking one of Frieza's ships and blasting off into space. Vegeta and Nappa asks Vegeta what's wrong with Kakarot. He says, "I'll explain later." They grab Raditz, head off to Frieza's ship, get into the healing pods, and after they're healed, Vegeta asks Raditz is there anything dear Kakarot holds. anything that Kakarot holds dear to him. Sorry about that. Reddit says yes. He's the people on Earth. They say, okay, does he have a child there? He says yes. As they go there, they find a grown-up Gohan, and he's ready to face them. He's powerful. He's ready to face them. And I think this is where I'm gonna leave this off, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have a quick announcement video, but thanks to all of you guys. I'm in 20 subs, and with that being said, peace out. Hope you have a good day and all that. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. And if you get to 20, and this video, I'm gonna say, okay, since there are 20 of us, if I can get this video to 10 likes, there are 20 of us. If there are over 20 of us, if this video gets to 10 likes, there'll be definitely a part 3. See you guys.